Hi, I'm Simone Forte, creator and founder of the Fascia Training Institute. Let's talk about sleep and the quality of sleep and why that's so important to your brain, to your fascia, to actually helping you stay young at any age. So here we have 7 secret tips to help you sleep. Are you having trouble turning your mind off at night? Restless, your body is tired, or your brain just can't relax? That can also go back to neurotransmitters. So are your neurotransmitters balanced? So sleep is essential for longevity and general health of the body and the brain. We spend approximately 1/3 of our life sleeping. It is crucial to have the right pillow and a good mattress. Pillows are personal. A flat pillow or one that molds to your neck but does not push your head forward is optimal. It may feel better to have your head pushed forward, but that actually interferes with the flow of cerebral spinal fluid that happens at night to cleanse and repair your brain, serotonin release, and blood circulation, as well as the lymphatics. So having your head forward and looking down is not optimal for sleeping position. So what happens while we sleep? There's repair. The body repairs cells, restores energy, and releases molecules like hormones and protein. It resolves what happened to us that day. We process new information, resolves old traumas, and eliminates toxic waste. So our dreams are trying to integrate anything that's happened, and some people might have the same dream over and over again because your brain is just trying to integrate that and resolve maybe an embarrassment, maybe something that caused anxiety, and your brain is always working. So at night, it also helps you reorganize all that information going from short-term memory to long-term memory and where to store it. So without sleep, our thought process starts to degrade. Our access to memories and information is reduced, and our bodies are not energized. And you can definitely tell that when you wake up and you're not rested. You're like, okay, what happened? Why was I not? So you had a fitful sleep, you didn't have a sound sleep, you kept waking up. All those sorts of things, again, can affect your quality of sleep. So sleep supports learning, memory recall, problem solving, creativity, decision making, and ability to focus and concentration. Sleep is essential to emotional well-being. During sleep, brain activity increases to areas of our brain that regulates our emotions. So there's 5 structures that influence sleep. So we have the amygdala, the limbic system, the striatum, the hippocampus, the insula, and the prefrontal cortex. All of those are involved, which really is pretty much a big part of our brain. So there's a lot going on while we're sleeping. So you may not know that the brain actually requires a lot of energy, and it's one of the greatest energy users of our body. So we have the brain, the liver, and the kidneys. So even at rest, our brain and those organs are actually using up calories. So that's why we need to stay hydrated and do our nutrition. So it's been in the news a lot of how sleep affects our appetite, and it affects our weight by controlling ghrelin, which increases appetite, and leptin, which increases the feeling of being full. So sometimes with concussion or a premature aging brain, we lose that sense of being full, and we just continue to either snack all day long or just continually eating. And during sleep, ghrelin decreases because you use less energy while you sleep, and lack of sleep elevates ghrelin. Lack of sleep elevates ghrelin and leptin, which can cause weight gain. So that's a scientific explanation of why people eat more when they are not sleeping well. So just 5 consecutive nights of chronic sleep deprivation can increase the risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes. So sleep also affects your immunity. While you sleep, your body makes cytokines, which are proteins to fight infection and inflammation. So overall, a person needs sleep if they are stressed or sick. It helps you recover. And when I had COVID-19, I actually slept like 12 hours a day, and it helped me recover a lot faster. I just was really tired, so I did whatever my body needed to do. So the CDC suggests this chart on really how much sleep we should get. So birth to 3 months, 14 to 17 hours, including naps. 4 to 12 months years old, 12 to 16 hours per 24 hours, including naps. 1 to 2-year-olds, 11 to 14 hours. So you're seeing that the younger brain actually needs a lot more sleep. And so when a child doesn't get that growing up, that does affect their brain development, and it affects their hormones. And then as we go through it, and you see in the blog that's written there, that people who are 18 to 60, 7 or more hours, and 61 to 64, 7 to 9, 65 years old and older, 7 to 8. So the most important time to really get good quality sleep for brain development is in your childhood. And again, if that's disrupted, that affects, you know, walking, talking, how you integrate, your personality, all those things. So sleep is essential for our brain healing. If you're not getting enough, it can affect your mood. You can be irritable, anxiety, poor memory, poor focus, poor motor control. People can tend to fall. You shouldn't drive while you're tired, because that's actually a thing now. There's more people than ever falling asleep while driving, and that's caused a lot of accidents. So we look at all the things that affects really your quality of life, your relationships, if you're not getting enough. So the 7 tips to help you fall asleep and stay asleep at night are, first is to take the brain health assessment quiz to determine if you're deficient in any brain neurotransmitters. Because if you are, then that makes sleep a little more difficult. And you can find that at thefasciatraininginstitute.com/brain health assessment, or you just go to the website and look under products. That will be there. And step 2, 1 hour before bed, shut off all your social media, put your cell phone in airplane mode while you sleep. That is essential. And people don't understand why, so I'm going to explain that here a little bit more than in the blog, is that your cell phone is kind of like a little satellite ship, and the cell tower is the mothership. And all night long, the cell phone is searching for the mothership, is in it. Connects, disconnects, reconnects, disconnects. And that's why sometimes you'll know in your certain places that your phone just all of a sudden is dead. And it's because it can't connect to the cell tower, so it continually does that. And what that does is it emits electromagnetic field or frequency that interrupts with sleep. And so over time, like people who are really sensitive or have concussion and dementia, or just even a young brain, that can interrupt the processes in the cycle of sleep. So it's really important to have good sleep hygiene and turn your phone off an hour before you start to go to bed. So stretching before bed, this helps release the day's physical tension, also creates space here in your neck to allow circulation and blood flow to your brain. So don't eat within 4 hours of going to bed. Sometimes that happens, but generally try not to do that, because that can interrupt the release of the hormones. Stop drinking water an hour before bedtime, and that helps prevent waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Invest in a new mattress every 7 to 10 years. As you spend a third of your life on it, it's really important. So wash your pillows every week, change them out every 3 months, and or have a protective covering on them. And then again, still washing them once a month, because you just want to keep that fresh. And if you have any sort of allergens or microfibers or mold particles or dust, that can also interrupt in your sleep process. So sleep is really essential to your overall health. And I hope that this blog has been really informational to you, and the 7 tips will help you get a better night's sleep. Take care.